Hey there, how's everybody doing? We are back with a channel member request, this time December 7th, 1995. Phish in Niagara Falls for channel member Bob Weaver, and we are going to probably talk a lot about the Slave to the Traffic Light and the Mike's Groove. That might be what you remember from this show. If for me it was the Slave to the Traffic Light. As soon as I saw the date, I knew it. This is an official live Phish release. And, I missed it by a couple of days. Perhaps could have done an anniversary recap of the show. It was December 7th. Here we are, December 9th. And so beyond the Slave and that Mike's Groove, we had in the first set, look, it was a very nice first set, but the beginning and end, Old Home Place and Hello My Baby, not necessarily what you're there for. Hopefully I'll include the set list over here somewhere so you can take a look at that. I know sometimes it's a little hard to follow when I'm just verbally giving you this. We've gotten so used to seeing graphics from users here on YouTube. So after that Old Home Place opener, we get down to business. Several songs here in the first set on video. Curtain Whip. The Curtain AC/DC Bag being one of those that have video included on YouTube. Pretty much normal stuff, but both very hot, very good. Following that up with a Demand, a rare treat. Later on, getting the Split Open and Melt, and then into, the riff. We get a quick riff in before we get to the Slave to the Traffic Light. Somewhere around the middle of the Slave to the Traffic Light is kind of what separates it, really. Trey finds this riff that he likes, and they kind of play around that. It gets like almost total silence. Fishman's playing this drum beat, very simple and basic, but just absolutely nailing the spot. And then they follow that up with Gaiuti. Oh, man, they followed that up with Gaiuti, dude. It was so exciting. Bouncing around the room. A possum completely on steroids. I mean, if you're a possum lover, this one's probably for you. And then, as I mentioned, Hello, My Baby. So bookending the set with stuff that was just, look, it was a part of the show, but not really what made this show the heater that it was. Split Open and Melt, however, how they opened the second set, was a part of that, making it a whole heater thing, And it got a DeVita tease, a very just a hard driving Melt like most, until you got to the end and kind of got a strange, a quiet, peaceful ending somewhat, really. A monster peak, though, like you would expect, and then a really cool, strange design, a very early taste. In fact, it was the taste that surrounds at this point. Reba, maybe a 5-star Reba. Look, it was 1995. You knew it was going to be kind of hot. Following that up with a Julius. Well, there's a line or two lyrically I do like in Julius. The song overall, let's move on. Let's not play another note. Let's listen to Sleeping Monkey and Sparkle instead. All right, this show's really taken a turn, hasn't it? Now we get into the Mike's Groove. And a couple of songs that are in the Hall of Fame that have many 5-star versions. And then the Mikes really didn't take too long to get almost like a second jam, but not necessarily a proper second jam, a very good jam. Then you get into the Weekapog that had, it ended with the digital delay loop jam, as we've said. I think it was the Mikes. One of these had almost like a funk, I guess it was the Mikes leading into the Weekapog. Almost had like this funk reggae sound to it that was really nice. The delay loop jam was just okay. It was a little weird, got quiet, almost turned into like a horror film at some point. And then an Amazing Grace to top it all off. Well, not quite. Uncle Pen was your encore. So you had some stuff that I'm not really going to shows to see, like the Old Home Place, Hello My Baby, Amazing Grace, Acapella, and Uncle Pen. What is this? I saw the chessboard there on the video. So really Melt, the Mike's Groove. Nothing in between, just Mike's and the Weekapog. That and Demand, making this a rare show. And it was a good show. Bob Weaver, good request. Niagara Falls, 1995. It's an official release. There's video of many songs on YouTube. You should check it out. Boom, we're out of here. Thank you. Goodbye.